Lecture 9. Control structures. Most programs don't operate by carrying out a straightforward sequence of statements. A code is written to allow making choices and several pathways through the program to be followed depending on shifts in variable values. All programming languages contain a pre-included set of control structures that enable these control flows to execute, which makes it conceivable. This lecture will guide how to add loops and branches, i.e., conditions, to our Python programs. Types of control structures. There are 3 types of control structures in Python. Sequential, the default working of a program. Selection. This structure is used for making decisions by checking conditions and branching. Repetition. This structure is used for looping, i.e., repeatedly executing a certain piece of a code block. Let's discuss more about control structures by using flowcharts and examples. Sequential statements are a set of statements whose execution process happens in a sequence. The problem with sequential statements is that if the logic has broken in any one of the lines, then the complete source code execution will break. In sequential structure control flow from top to bottom, every line of code execute once. Selection or decision control statements. The statements used in selection control structures are also referred to as branching statements, or, as their fundamental role is to make decisions, decision control statements. A program can test many conditions using these selection statements, and depending on whether the given condition is true or not, it can execute different code blocks. Repetition. To repeat a certain set of statements, we use the repetition structure. There are generally 2 loop statements to implement the repetition structure: the for loop, the while loop. Example code for sequential. Python program to show how a sequential control structure works. We will initialize some variables. Then operations will be done. And, at last, results will be printed. Execution flow will be the same as the code is written, and there is no hidden flow. Example code for selection. In selections structure we use only if else, the nested if elif else. This code will check if the variable v is less than t, then it will print the output, otherwise skip the print statement. Example code for repetition. To implement repetition we use the for loop, the while loop. Python program to show how to execute a for loop. In this code, print statement will execute for 5 times and then control move out of loop. In the upcoming lecture we will study more about selection structure, for example, only if else, the nested if elif else, and repetition structure, for example, for loop, while loop, and nested loop. Task. Explain control structure and its types with flowchart and example. Type, theory. See you in the next video. Stay tuned and don't forget to like and share this video.